Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Let me see who was here first, if you don't mind. Let me see. Lady Trillion, thank you so much for being here first. Greatly appreciate it. Also, Sharon Young, Ma Razi, Helen Marmon, Cindy Jacobs, hello. Mary H., thank you very much for being here. Also, Cindy Jacobs, did I say that already? Hmm, I wonder. And Ann Gromley, thank you so much for being here. Sonia Johnson, yes, yes, yes. I'm Emma D. Um, Elaine Parker. Hi, Elaine. Better? Better? Let me see. Is it Cicero? KC? Church Nelly, thank you so much for being here. And Danspeed One, wonderful. Carolita Simone, Denise Jones, Karen, ha ha ha. Thank you, ha ha ha. And Novi D, Antoinette Kennedy. I said hello already. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and grab my slides, and then we can get going. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I think it was Fred Rogers' birthday recently, right? Day before yesterday, Mr. Rogers. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Can you be mine? It's a beautiful day for a beauty wood, a beautiful day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Can you be mine? Uh Hi Karen with a C and Palmer and Brigitte Jean Ross in my deepest French accent. Brigitte Jean Ross. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Nope. We need to have this one up. Okay. Wait. Yes, there we are. Very cool. Right, Royal Crisis. They are just going from bad to worse in that institution. And we'll talk about that really soon. Dan Speed, thank you so much. Sharon Lambert. All right, let's get on with it, shall we? Let me see. Got my bell. All right. Let's see if we can get out of here in about an hour, right? That would be nice for a change, for an hour. Yeah, try to get out of here in an hour. Okay. So, oh, wait. There we go. Um, Misan is not playing, you all. Misan Harriman is not playing with these people. So this is raw DNG file of my image. It's extraordinary rather that photographers are having to do this. What is worse is that YouTube creators, I'm sure he doesn't mean me, is allowing these pages that publish so much hate to stay up on their platforms. Obviously, there are some derangers that have whipped up a whole bunch of controversy about Misan's photos, and they're all lies, 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 and more lies. These are really easy to find and should be easy to remove. I will be speaking to the senior team at YouTube directly about this. This is a trust and safety issue. As you can see in the file, nothing has been manipulated beyond the color grade. The crazy accusations, insidious. Um, this is the last time I am doing this. Image metadata is attached, and there is a link to the actual raw DNG file. Also, folks, that understands photography will know the difference between the edited image and a manipulated image. In regards to defamation, my team are looking at every legal recourse. This has to stop. In other words, don't make me lawyer up. Do not make me lawyer up. Okay? Okay? Mystic Toxin, thank you so much for the super chat. Even my 5-year old knows it's popcorn time. One love. All right. Very cool. Thank you so much, Mystic Toxin. Enjoy your popcorn and hello to your 5-year old. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Um, oh, Elaine Parker wants to say hi to a few people. Okay, and all right. Myra is here. Hi, Myra. Myra V. All right. And moving on. So there you go. Same comment right there. But this is what Misan was speaking of. Um, there is the raw image, meaning with his Leica camera. Lily Lamar, thank you so much for being here. With his Leica camera, Misan took the photo. Now, take a look over to your left. You can see that he kind of textured and toned the image. And that's it. That is the raw image. I take him at his word. He has not manipulated anything. Um, it is, of course, necessary sometimes to up or lower the tone. But other than that, he did not do the Frankenstein number on the photo. That is not Harry's head from some other photo and Meghan's favorite outfit from another photo. He snapped the picture. That's it. He snapped the photo. And of course, being a prominent photographer with only about, I'm going to say, 5, 6 years in the business, he has managed to make a living as well as even expand his career into directing. He was nominated for an Oscar. One of the most celebrated photographers of our time. And they are trying to insinuate that somehow, some way, he has manipulated those photos. Oh, let me see. PM, I don't want to say the name, but thank you so much for the Cash App. And thank you so much for being here with us on Royal Sussex. Thank you so much for supporting Royal Sussex. Greatly appreciate it. So, Misan has decided to call these people out. Now, if you have ever drifted across the Derangers, then you know that there have been many occasions where they have definitely overstepped the mark when it comes to their criticism of just about anything related to the Sussexes. They will make up things. They will manipulate photos themselves and then accuse someone else of doing it. Oh, Elaine Parker, I don't know if I, but thank you. I'm sorry. I don't remember if I said anything, but thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex and for being a member of Royal Sussex as well as a moderator. Greatly appreciate it. So, Misan is calling him out. So he is considering taking legal action. These things have a way of festering, and they are all across social media, not just as he say on YouTube, but in other places. But I think where the worst impact is the fact that if it's on YouTube, then that is a breeding ground for some of the derangers and their insidious accusations. So get them, Misan, get them. You do what you got to do. You make sure you protect your image, and I'll do what I can do. But yeah, so Misan is not playing with these folks. Period. Not playing. Um, and this is like what, the second or third time that he's done this. I know he had the one with the tree, and there's this one, and I'm trying to recall if there was another one. But yeah, so he should not have to do this. He really should not have to do this. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. Now, speaking of not playing with these people, Prince Harry, News of the World publisher unlawfully obtained private information on Prince Harry from age 9. The offenses go back to age 9, which means that Prince Harry is going to seek some type of, excuse me, restitution stretching back, over 30 years, almost 30 years. Yeah. And if he can, I say do it. I say do it. Get everything you got coming, because has been an extraordinary week in court for Harry. When you consider the billionaire giant, especially when it comes to the world of communication, public published, well, um, television. Does he have radio? I think, yeah. Yeah, I think there's some Rupert Murdoch radio of some sort. And of course, when it comes to streaming, well, Talk TV is now streaming on YouTube, and newspapers. He's been buying out newspapers, and then of course, publishing company. He has a publishing company, so he has his tentacles, those gnarly, wrinkled, um, loose tissues of his all over the place. And Harry is very brave to fight this fight, but I'm glad he's doing it, because he's not only fighting for his own honor, but first and foremost for that of his family and even for his mother. And since his brother won't stand up for his mother, somebody's got to do it. Kim Peaches, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you very much for that. And Mystic Toxin says this. My eldest is 9. Need to say more? Need I say more? No, Mystic Toxin. I know when you look at a a child and you consider Harry hasn't been able to grow up away from the shadow of the tabloid media. And there was his father, along with his spin doctor and Camilla, plotting and scheming ways to use Harry so that Charles and Camilla could somehow recuperate. Well, Charles could recuperate. Actually, I don't know when their reputation was good. How far back do I have to go? How far back do I have to go to find a time and a place when Charles and Camilla's reputation was good? Do I have to go back to the Jurassic age? Huh? Do I have to go back to, well, I don't know. I guess the only recent era in which their reputations were intact, I guess I would have to consider around the time they built Hadrian's Wall. Was Pangea still a thing? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I think Lewis and Clark is too recent. So I'm just going to say, to find a time when Charles, okay, let's just say for Charles, when his reputation was intact, they were still working on Hadrian's Wall. when Camilla's reputation was intact, that was probably the day before Caligula. Ah! That was probably around that time. Thank you so much, Mystic Toxin. And KA, thank you for becoming a new member of Royal Sussex. And thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so you would have to really turn back the hands of time to find a period when Camilla and Charles, and especially if you want their reputations unsoiled. Oh, that sounds awful. If you want their reputations intact, you really have to travel back in time, and we just don't have that long to try to figure out an accurate date. So I'm going to continue, but mm. Camilla, Camilla Parker Bowles, or was it Camilla Strand, the waitress at the Last Supper? Oh, okay, okay. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But okay, so thank you very much. Let us continue. Now, is it possible that the only way to flatter William is to make him look like a dictator? I mean, this is dictator couture. Why is it the only way that they can flatter William is to make him look like a dictator? This is the second time they've come up with a cover, The Tattler. Williams, the next act. And then once again, he looks like a dictator. I thought he might have had enough of that uniform when he went to the Caribbean and lost half the Commonwealth. But to show you how, you know, how he's not all the way together or all together there. And I'm sure Tatler ran this by him before they published. And I guess he said, I'll have that one. I guess anything that makes it seem like he has a full head of hair. And so they went with that. That was a big mistake. Big, big mistake. He's trying to look like the king. There can only be one king at a time. And I promise you, this is not going to set well with um, Buckingham Palace. I got to get used to saying Buckingham Palace because I usually say Clarence House, and I'm not sure which stationery that the king and the queen consort are using, but okay, I'm just going to say Buckingham Palace from henceforth. But yeah, that is a bit of a slight to Charles III. Karen, I'm 23 months member. Thank you, Baron, for the laughs. Well, thank you so much, Karen. And thank you so much for the super sticker and watching Royal Sussex. All right. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. And take a look. Ha ha ha. The BBC is well, this I guess the deal is closed. They've purchased Suits. I didn't even know they were in negotiation. But for someone that's so irrelevant, for someone that they never want to see again, I tell you, people are going out of their way to make sure that they never get too far from the Duchess of Sussex. So, BBC buys Suits. The UK public broadcaster also acquired St. Denis Hospital from NBC Universal Global TV Distribution. I've never heard of St. Saint Denis. Saint Denis. I wonder if that's is that French? Saint Denis? I mean, that's how they say it in France, but huh, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look and see what that's about. But I know what this is about. Connie Bowmer. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, Baron, for the hard work. Well, thank you all for supporting the hard work. And thank you all so much, as always, for watching Royal Sussex. Greatly appreciate it. All the way from Switzerland, Connie Bomberland. All right. So, yes, it is true. The BBC has acquired Suits. Ah, there you go. And the news is spreading like wildfire. Meghan Markle fans celebrate their queen getting everything she deserves as BBC makes announcement. And directly from the source, the BBC has acquired all 9 seasons of the hit American legal drama Suits. Why does it say Suits twice? Suits boasts a stellar ensemble cast, which also includes Gina Torres, Sarah Rafferty, Rick Hoffman, Catherine Heigl, and of course, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, or Meghan Markle, as Rachel Zane. Yes, the breakaway character, Rachel Zane, will be on the BBC. So, yeah, that is room to celebrate. And, well, and you know what, guys, I have to tell you, I did hear a couple of people on Twitter saying, they kind of feel like some of the more intimate scenes may give ammunition to the enemy, but they already know who Megan is. She uh that was all sorted before they married. And also, um I mean, I think the old fashioned ideas about people becoming actors. I mean, there are people in the aristocracy that model, that act, and do all sorts of things. These are modern times. We're not going backwards. We're going forward. I mean, even the Marchioness of Cholmondeley, or the marching band of Chicanery, she was a fashion model. So times have changed. So you guys, I know some of us here may feel the same way. I don't. We have to not stress ourselves out over what people may think, because the demographic that is solid in the corner of Harry and Meghan is a demographic that is going to take over this world, and that is the young people. And that is where a lot of their strength is held, is with the young, that are not so judgmental, and they're so optimistic and positive about things. So, if that's the case, I say we do the same. Um, yeah. So that's it. That's it. That's all I have to say about it. Is don't be so reactive to something like that. We gotta stop worrying about what the derangers think. We gotta stop um, gauging how much we should celebrate these things, because, oh, what are the derangers going to think? Who cares? Right? Who cares? Nisagate, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday. Oh boy, I want sushi so bad, 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 bad. I want sushi so bad, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. But today seems like a sushi day. I try to enjoy sushi at least once a month. At least once a month. Um. Okay, let me continue here. Chef Sandy Love, a member for 19 months. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Just wanted to say my theories, the royal family, and were in black some time ago. Does this mean? Oh, okay. That that oh, okay. That person may be kaput, a goner, and what is that? What didn't go well? The something nation, something, and something didn't go well. Okay, that is a little bit too. Is that Latin? Something nation. Um. hmm? Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't get it. Let me see. Kaput and something didn't go well. Something didn't go well. Uh, okay, that one right there. I cannot decipher that one for anything. But try one more time, and I'm going to try to look out for it. But thank you so much for your 19 months membership. Greatly appreciate it. Kim Peaches says, Baron, I am not able to write in the chat. What happened? Did I mess up? No. I mean, if you can do a super sticker, a super chat, then oh boy, I'm gonna have to try to sort that out later, Kim Peaches. I'm so sorry that happened. I don't know, but just make sure that you did not, that you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Unsubscribed. Yeah, just make sure you're not unsubscribed. Plus, you're a member of Royal Sussex, so I don't know what could have possibly happened, but I will check on it. But this keeps happening. There's someone who hasn't even been back yet. Um, but yeah, I will check it out. And again, thank you for the super chat. So the coronation. Is that what that was? Coronation? Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Coronation. I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. No, Amber Rowan, thank you so much for being here. All right. So again, Suits is coming to, and I wonder if the Daily Mail did they have to begrudgingly get themselves composed to write that article. But yeah, it's even in the Daily Fail, the Deadline Hollywood. Everybody's talking about it. And remember, you guys, Suits has broken all kind of records when it comes to streaming, especially considering the fact that Suits was, well, should I say, is no longer in production. That it ended, a few years ago, and right now I think they are the most streamed television show. I think so. But yeah, I don't recall exactly what the statistic was, but it was so many millions or billion watch hours that it's an astronomical number. So congratulations to them again. All right, so leave Kate Middleton alone. Archbishop of Canterbury calls conspiracy theories about the princess nothing more than old fashioned village gossip, as Keir Starmer urges public to butt out and let her rest. Let her rest? Didn't we just see her do a skip to the loo, my darling, running out of the farm agricultural marketplace, farmers market? Didn't we just see her do the running man and doing the Texas Hold'em on the way to the car? Right? Was it just me, or did you all see that the Kate Middleton lookalike even stopped to do Texas Hold'em on the way to the car? If she and not William can pause in the middle of the pavement and do a Beyonce number, then I, then she doesn't need to rest. I mean, I may have, I don't know, maybe I bumped my head or something, but I could have swore that I saw the wannabe Kate pausing to do um, Texas Hold'em. Now, if I'm wrong about that, oh well, but whatever the case may be, whoever that may be, they were moving very fast. That was the fastest I've ever seen a mammal on 2 feet moved since Piers Morgan ran out of Good Morning Britain studios that day. You know what I'm saying? She was doing all kind of things, twerking and everything, all that, just going to the car and carrying a ton of groceries or sourdough bread or whatever it was. So why should we sit up here and wring our hands in despair, worried about Kate Middleton's feelings? She was smiling. She had her extensions waving in the wind. So what? What? No, 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 no. I say we keep the heat on until we figure out who is and is not Kate Middleton. And then, of course, they're still droning on or moaning on about Kate's medical records. How could you accuse people of looking at medical records that may or may not exist, if you know what I mean? And then also, let me just say, why is it that people were so interested in Kate Middleton's medical records, right? Now, stay with me, you all. Yesterday, they made this big fuss. Do you guys remember yesterday when, oh, what's that monster's name? The one that looks like Gargamel, Tom Bauer. Yesterday, Tom Bauer made this big stink about Kate Middleton's medical records being seized by the Russians, as if the Russians are trying to find out some kind of state secret. Kate Middleton is not the head of state. William will be the head of state. Charles is the head of state. So, what sense would it make for them to go and dig around and try to get into Kate Middleton's medical records when Charles is king, right? That's what Tom Bauer was woofing about yesterday. And it doesn't make any sense because what embarrassing information, because if they're trying to imply that they were going to use her medical records as a way to show some type of vulnerability with the royal family and thus cause people to draw attention to some weakness in Britain, you're already out of the European Union, right? You're part of NATO, but the NATO chief says Britain isn't ready to fight a group of Girl Scouts, let alone the Russians. So, you know what I'm saying? A station wagon full of nuns could take the British military right now. But a station wagon full of nuns could beat the snot out of the British military with one hand tied behind their backs. So, what is this about her medical records somehow making Britain look weak? I don't get it. Yeah, it's a classic case of if something isn't broke, break it. The British military, with its proud tradition of conquering and pillaging and all that kind of stuff, now even the NATO chief says if something happened tomorrow, they're not ready. They're not ready. They sent Big Lizzie, the warship, out there and it broke down. They sent Big Lizzie. That's what they have nicknamed the Queen Elizabeth II aircraft carrier. They sent Big Lizzie out there and didn't it break down? Or was that the Prince of Wales? Whichever one it was, one of the biggest, newest, the biggest, the baddest warship they have, all of a sudden just stopped. So I doubt if anybody is gauging the British military readiness upon Kate Middleton's medical records. Yeah, she might be some type of glorified Colonel Sanders or something with the Irish Guards or something like that. But trust me, if something really went down, I don't think anybody is going to be like, hold on, wait a minute. Did anybody ask the Princess of Wales? That's not going to happen. They don't care what she thinks. She doesn't care what she thinks. She doesn't think. it was ridiculous. And I'm sorry, you guys, I put you all through about 7.5 minutes of nonsense, but I mean, I just wanted you to hear it. Since I listened to it, I wanted you to listen to it. But yeah, that argument about them going after her medical records, it just doesn't make any sense. Charles is the head of state. If you want to show that there's some type of weakness with the British government or the monarchy or whatever, then go for Charles records. That's the one that you could I mean, because look, Charles hasn't told us what kind of cancer, right? He hasn't told us what kind of cancer. So seeing that he didn't tell us, that seems like it would be worth something. But finding out somebody allegedly decked the Princess of Wales, or that, the Princess of Wales has gone cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Whatever the case may be, um, I don't think it makes much of a difference. Nobody's military readiness or economic solvency is determined by the Princess of Wales. I mean, she ain't got no money. Her mama broke. Her daddy broke. Their company was sold for 2 cents on the dollar. Her brother is flogging dog food at everybody. Her sister's married to a billionaire's son, so he ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the stability of Western civilization is based on the Middleton family. They come from nowhere, they got nothing, and they're broke. Ugh, these people, the caucasity of it all. The caucasity of it all. Online speculation has spread in recent weeks about the whereabouts of the Princess of Wales. 42, that's it. She's only 42? My God. Anyway, the Princess of Wales, 42, while she continues to recover from abdominal surgery, running and doing cartwheels, exiting the farmer's market, smiling, extensions blowing in the wind. Oh, oh well, they tried it. They have been trying to embarrass people into leaving Kate alone. That's why they keep yelling conspiracy, so that we can. I guess they're implying that we're running around with our tinfoil hats or whatever. I don't care. I still want to know where Kate is. Now, this is the photo that I think should go into the British Portrait Gallery, the National Portrait Gallery. This photo, I think, belongs there. Never has one photo said so much in a single snapshot. You got um, David Rock Savage. We're going from right to left. The Marquis of Cholmondeley. You have the Marquisha, yeah, the Marquisha of Cholmondeley, um, Rose Hanbury. You also have the Princess of Wales, at the time the Duchess of Cambridge, and you have the Prince of Wales, at the time the Duke of Cambridge, and of course the whole rumored sordid situation with their connections. Their how was they oh, their entanglements. Yes, an entanglement. What may or may not be an entanglement. Anyway, allegedly. So because of this, let me show you what happened. This happened. Now all of a sudden, we are revisiting something I talked about yesterday. Shopping British style. Yep, shopping British style. What you do is you send a reconnaissance mission, or no, you send a clergy and some soldiers. You you send a warship filled with porcelain products, textiles, tea, um, cutlery, all kind of stuff, and you go to a foreign country, someplace that has never heard of Britain, let alone white folks, and you go there and you introduce them to religion, their your own religion rather, and of course you plunder everything after you figure out who's in charge, replace them with a puppet government, and randomly just kill, kill, just randomly take people out. That is shopping British style. So, this is a fine tradition where tons of things have been acquired from what are now considered the former colonies. Now, some of those colonies are actually Commonwealth nations, but at one time they used to say the sun never sets on the British Empire. So, you have to give it to them for being clever. You have to give it to them for being clever, especially when it comes to India. That was the jewel in the crown, as they say. That was the big haul there, India. So much wealth and spice and traditions and secrets have been ripped out of the bosom of India and taken back to Britain. And so then, of course, there's China. What about China? Well, due to the Kate Gate, where is Kate? Missing Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, Kate Spiracy drama, lots of people around the world have increased interest in Rose Hanbury and her mysterious connection to Prince William. Unfortunately, people in China looked a little too closely at the photo shoot of the Marquise and Marchioness of Cholmondeley in their gorgeous stately home and noticed that it's full of authentic Chinese furniture and artifacts that were stolen from China during the fall of the, is it the Qing dynasty? No, the, yeah, well, whatever. The oh, wait. Yeah, the, no, not, is it King? No. Oh, I can't not, okay. Anyway, dynasty. Yeah, dynasty, and they are pissed. Well, and they should be. Yes, there are, I guess they call it the Sinshinhua period. Am I saying it right? Well, anyway, there was that period when all things Chinese, all things from Asia was highly desirable, but in particular China. And of course, they had a military outpost called Hong Kong. Hong Kong was like the clearinghouse. Once they took it from China, they would label it and ship it. As a matter of fact, they maintained the government in Hong Kong for quite some time before they were told to give it back. And that, of course, happened when China became a little bit too strong to argue with. Now, to be fair, most people in Hong Kong did not want to be a part of mainland China, but you can't say no to a country that big that is thousands of miles away from home. There was no way to keep it. So they had to give it up. And so, because of this affair, people have taken a closer look, and holy moly, take a look there. Now, you know those screens that come from the like Ming and Jing and Qing dynasty. Oh, those things are expensive. And look at the mantle. Look at the mantelpiece. That fireplace has some of that beautiful Chinese porcelain all across the top of it. Qing is the Qing dynasty. Thank you very much, Linda. Yeah, I was going to say Ming, but I knew that was wrong. But Ching, that sounds correct. Okay, so there you have it. Oh, is Nafisa Shabazz here? Hi, Nafisa. Didn't know you were here, but thank you so much for being here. So, yeah, they're in a heap of trouble, or as the British like to say, a spot of bother. Oh dear, it appears as though they're in a spot of bother. Uh huh. Now, that is a beautiful room. As a matter of fact, dare I say, it is exquisite and filled with Chinese antiquity. So, right there, Chinese people in do what is it, Duin, be like, we don't care about the British royal dramas and where Kate Middleton, uh, but we, but I'm sorry, but we can have a stolen Qing dynasty furniture back. Yes, they want their furniture. Give them back their furniture. Now look at that. I believe that is a dinner at the Chomley House. I forget the name. Is Halton Hall is the name of it, I think. Halton Hall. Well, if you take a look there, look at that beautiful lacquer. Uh, I guess it's a cabinet. Yeah, I guess it's just a cabinet, but yeah, it's lacquer. Look at that. That is a beautiful antique. They want their stuff back. You know what I just realized? What if that says something offensive in Chinese? That could be something deeply offensive, not for Chinese people, but for British people, and I wouldn't know the difference, would I? How many character letters are there in China? I think there's a whole lot of them, but ooh, I tell you, they are going to have to clear that place out. This is going to become an international incident. So there you go, Rose Hanbury, Marchioness of Cholmondeley, accused of possessing looted Chinese artifacts. Questions surrounding the whereabouts of Kate Middleton and the Princess of Wales, who hasn't made an official appearance since December 2023, have given rise to a number of conspiracy theories, including resurrection of the years old speculation that her husband, Prince William, allegedly is having an affair with the British noblewoman Rose Hanbury, the Marchioness of Cholmondeley, pronounced Chumley, of course. Hanbury lawyers told Business Insider that the illicit romance rumors are completely false. Oh, so there was no romance. There was just, okay, friendship. But as her profile has risen in recent weeks due to an intensification of public interest around the royal family, online sleuths have zeroed in on what they suspect are the unsavory origins of her furniture. Was it her furniture or his furniture? But wow, they got a lot of stuff there. Apparently, the Marquis of Cholmondeley inherited these controversial pieces. Oh, I guess they're hers from. Oh yes, his from his Sassoon side of the family, and the Sassoons. Is that like Vidal Sassoon? The Sassoons got them by pillaging the King. I'm sorry, the Qing dynasty. I'm sorry, the Qing China, while they were there trading opium. This just gets better and better. This just gets better and better. So you mean to tell me that the Chomleys were, can I say dealer? They were dealers. They were peddling pharmaceuticals to the locals. Is that right? I mean, I've heard of the opium war and all that kind of stuff, but now Chinese Nichinsisen, Chinese Nichinsisen, notice them in what is that? Chinese Nichinsisen, Nichinsens. Yes, the Chinese Nichinsens notice them them back. Notice the Chinese just noticed them in the background of their photo shoot at Halton Hall. See, I did have the name right. It's Halton Hall. The connection to this woman, Sybil Sassoon. I wonder if she's related to Vidal Sassoon. I got to find that out. Is that related to Vidal Sassoon, Sybil? Sybil? Boy, that sounds very rich, doesn't it? Sybil? Oh, Sybil. Oh, do sit down, Sybil. Oh, Sybil, don't catch me out. Oh, Sybil. Anyway, Sybil, she later became the Marchioness of Cholmondeley by marriage and was the grandmother of the current Marquis of Cholmondeley. Whew, these names, my jaw is starting to hurt from saying these names. The Sassoons, a family romance at global scale. The Jewish Museum surveys one of the grandest families in the 19th century. And what is that? Oh, is that hemisphere? A hemisphere. Is that a hemisphere? Spanning dynasty and merchants, poets, soldiers, and socialites. Oh, and also, oh yeah, I see. I was right. Drug lords. They were drug lords. Oh boy. Well, they really do have a bit of a. Let me see. The Sassoons family are Baghdadi Jewish family, really from Baghdad, whose wealth came from finance and and opium, no relation to Vidal Sassoon. I think Rothschild level rich. Woo! I've never heard of them before. Now I heard of Vidal Sassoon, but I've never heard of that Sassoons. Wow, that's interesting. Well, thank you for that. Now, you should check out Lady C's origins. You'd be shocked. These people are mere thieves, shopkeepers, and mistresses, etc. But they want us to believe they are above us. Well, I mean, Lady C, I know a little bit about her, but I know she's trying to convince people that she's like related to the Russian aristocracy. But I know that she's originally from what, Jamaica? And I believe her birth name was George. Like or was it Jerome? Jerome or George? Like Louise Jefferson used to say, George, George, George. Anyway, yeah, so I know a little bit about George. George. George Campbell. George. Anyway, so Georgina Campbell. After images were recently widely circulated, a new something older story of Financial Times, Vanity Fair, and other media about Hanbury and Halton Hall, the 18th century estate in the Norfolk countryside, where she lives with her husband, David Rock Savage, the Marquis of Cholmondeley, and their three children. Some social medias users have taken particular note of specific pieces of Oriental decor, suggesting that they may have been pillaged from China during, oh, got to take that away, during the late Qing dynasty toward the end of the 19th century. Okay, I'm glad I'm done with this. All of these weird names but oh, I'm not done yet. Apparently, the Marquis of Cholmondeley inherited these controversial pieces. Oh, we did that already. Uh wow. So that's the one who somehow ended up with that stuff. And you know what? Somebody said that you see that middle photo. Who does she look like? Look at that middle photo. The other one you can still see it too, but that middle photo in particular, she looks like someone from a television show. Huh? Come on, you guys. Who does she look like? Anybody? Annie Bullard? Huh? Oh, no, she doesn't look like Annie Bullard. Oh, I see. You're laughing about what Annie Bullard said. Yes, yes. Who got it first? Who got it first? Boo Boo Romero. Yes. And then I'm pretty sure you all said it at the same time, really. The Fonz. That's right. Fonzie from Happy Days. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, Sunday, run a week with you. These days of all, share them with me. Those happy days. Yes, she looks like the Fonz from Happy Days. Yeah, if you guys are wondering who I'm speaking of, just look up the television show Happy Days and look up the Fonz, and you will see that there is a striking resemblance to Arthur Fonzarelli. The Fonz, also known as Arthur Fonzarelli or Fonzie. Oh, and coincidentally, Henry Winkler was also Jewish. So you see there, there's a connection. Maybe she is related to Henry Winkler. Huh. Maybe that's one of Henry Winkler's long lost ancestors. Be interesting to find out. Okay. So let us continue. Apparently, the Marquis said, okay, we've done that already. And look, there is Rose Hanbury with her bodyguard, that rough and tough linebacker that's standing next to her. I believe that that is her bodyguard. Yeah, the bodyguard is called the femur. They call her the femur because one karate chop from her is strong enough to break the largest bone in the human body, the femur. So they have nicknamed her the femur. And anyway, I mean, look at those shoulders. She's ready for anything. Yeah, that is one tough bodyguard. Oh boy, I tell you, she and don't let her head butt you. Don't let her head butt you. I mean, just take a look at the very delicate, lovely cranio of Rose Hanbury, who is actually further away in this photo, and then look at her bodyguard. Now that is quite a massive head. If she head butts you, you wouldn't wake up until 2025. Yeah, yeah, that's massive. That's massive. Oh well. I tell you what, that is one person who could walk the streets of London late at night and doesn't have to worry about some gang of people trying to have their way. uh, okay. And as we were talking about yesterday, the representatives of the British Museum, any place they go, they just take things. Now I'm to understand the Leaning Tower of Pisa may not be safe. You see there? The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yesterday, we noticed that the British Museum was trying to take the rest of the Acropolis. So if you're in Athens right now, you should take a look out the window and make sure that the Acropolis is still there because I don't know they have been desperately trying to get the rest of those marbles. Yep. And then this is one of the more bizarre things. You know, the way how we have been having all of these photos enhanced lately. You know how people have been using software so that they can actually take away some of the static or noise out of the photo. Well, when I ran that photo through my software, I noticed that one of the people running off with the Acropolis was none other than Rose Hanbury. Look at her. She cannot be trusted, can she? You know, she's just like her ancestors. She just can't get enough. Just like her ancestors. Just like her ancestors, she's running off with other people's antiquities. I knew it. Something told me, run that through the filter. Run it through the filter. Now there, it looks like some out of shape beer guzzling weekend warrior, but when you run it through the filter, you can see, holy moly, is Rose Hanbury. I guess she's out of her, you know, Chinese antiquity period, and she's trying to get them into some of the Greek classics. So, wow, what a shady thing to do. Charlene Bates, the royal family are going down. Will and Kate are the laughing stock of the year. Here, here. I agree with you. They are the laughing stock of the year. I have had more fun than the law allows. And I say keep it coming. Keep it coming. I can't get enough of it. All right. Well, thank you very much for the super sticker. VS speaks royally. I didn't know you were here. Hey, VS. Now, welcome to the British Museum. Don't ask where we got all this stuff. Now, I have to tell you, that was one of the most impressive museums I've ever been to. And you guys that feel like, oh, I don't want to go to England because of the royal family. Well, let me tell you something. The museums are free. You hear what I said? The museums are free. Some special exhibits you do have to pay for, but they have like a little donation thing at the door. But otherwise, the museums are free. So you can go and see the Rosetta Stone for free. A view of the British Museum if they returned all their stolen colonial artifacts. Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody here? Here? Where are the Elgin marbles? Marbles. You see what I mean? It's so empty, there's a noticeable echo if you take everything that was stolen and give it back. I would say the same for Buckingham Palace, to be honest with you. Okay. Now, you guys, some of your favorite people have been added again. You remember the show? What is the name of that show? The Project? Uh, they have been added again. I love those people. Let me see. Okay, let me do this soundbite for you all.
Because Stephen Colbert did a big spiel on his show last week accusing Prince William of having an affair with a neighbour, Rose Hanbury. Because Stephen Colbert did a big spiel on his show last week accusing Prince William of having an affair with a neighbour, Rose Hanbury. She's had to come out today.
The Chomley of Chamley.
Yeah, Tom. But she has had to come out and deny the whole thing, which then feeds
well, of course she's going to deny it. What's she going to say? Oh, yes, I've been getting with William every night. Like what? Of course they're all denying it. They're in the denial.
You don't give it any air.
But we've given it plenty of air.
Well, that's us, though.
Look at the boys.
I can't care about this at all.
You'll come alive when we get to F1. Just give us this.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're giving it to you.
What about it? Are you giving it to it like William gives it to Lady Joan? We're off. Put your heart and soul into it.
I love her. She is like one of my favorite people. Let me see here. Yeah, that's the one that did that imitation of Camilla. Oh my God, she is so funny. I love her. You guys remember the one from last week, right? Or was it like 2 weeks ago? Let me see if I can find that one for you. Let me see if I can find that one for you. So funny though. Uh Get in the car. Charles. Oh my God, I love them. Oh, here we go.
And the Princess of Wales has been spotted for the first time since having abdominal surgery more than 2 months ago. But the image of Princess Catherine in a car with her mother in Windsor has done little to quell the rampant speculation about her health. The photos also sparked a fresh round of conspiracy theories that it was a wax figure in the car or a body double.
That is not her.
What? Really?
I don't think that looks like her.
Could it be her sister, Pippa?
Doesn't look like
It's a wax
I
double.
think that's her. No, I don't know what, but you know.
I just don't know. Why are we poring over a grainy image and then speaking with
Because we
certainty
haven't
over-
seen her since Christmas
No,
Day.
I get that, but we can't say that's not her. Like that.
Oh yes, we can. I just did.
Okay, all right.
But you know what I mean. You look at it. I realise how many times I've looked at her over the years,
Okay. Yeah.
and I just go, that doesn't look like her.
Isn't it interesting because the royal family isn't papped ordinarily, so it looks like they've forced her into the car,
Get in the car.
driven her past the paps in order to put everyone's minds
That
at
would have
ease.
been Camilla.
Yeah.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Charles, she won't get in the car. What should I do?
I love her. I love her. She's so funny. Let me see. What are their names again? Yeah, Sam, Waleed, Sarah, and guess what? Kate. Kate doing her impersonation of Camilla. That is too funny. I love them, but they are a riot. Now, I don't want to have too much fun with them because if I find out that they have been saying stuff about my faves, that's the end of this relationship. So nobody gets to talk about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. All right. So, but anyway, that was fun. I like them. Now we go to the Lorraine show, and Lorraine is going to welcome Russell Myers. Hello, Russell Myers from East Sussex. Hello, Russell Myers. Russell Myers, I notice you only have one earpiece in your ear. I get like the weird. You listen. I think Russell Myers has been eating well, saying terrible things or inferring terrible things about Harry and Meghan, but I feel like I should start a GoFundMe because I kind of want to get him another ear because I think somebody has stolen his other ear. And the poor guy, look at how he looks so sad. I mean, he's got his iPhone earbuds in. Well, one of them. The other one, he doesn't have it in because you can't find his other ear. I mean, he's looking straight at us, but where is his other ear? Russell Myers, where's your other ear, Russell Myers? Hello, Russell Myers, where's your other ear? That's bad, ain't it? But I'm telling you, I'm worried about him. I want him to have his other ear back. But then again, I have a theory about that. I think that because he's so nosy, you know what I'm saying? If he wasn't so nosy, that's like his punishment for being nosy. He only got one ear. So the poor guy, maybe if he stopped talking about Harry and Meghan, he'll get his other ear back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if he stopped being so nosy and stopped talking about Harry and Meghan, he'll get his other ear back. Maybe somebody's holding his ear ransom. Yeah, that's it. Maybe somebody is holding his ear ransom. But yeah, he looks kind of sad. He looks kind of sad. I mean, here everybody else got two ears. He got one. His other end of his iPhone earbud is tucked down in his shirt. You don't have to be ashamed. You can just let it lay out of the collar or whatever. I won't tell anybody. Well, Church Nelly, you know he only got one ear. He only got one ear because he's nosy and he's always saying things about people that he shouldn't say. Hello, Rest and plus, uh the stuff that he says can't be that accurate because think about it. He only hears about half of what anybody ever say to him. He only got one ear. Anyway, I'll let Russell Meyer figure that out. Okay, Russell Myers. Thank you, Russell Myers. Poor Russell. See what I mean? Only one ear. And I keep leaning my head over looking for it, but I feel like it's hard for me to sit properly because I keep leaning to one side looking for his other ear. That's all. But like I said, if he wasn't so nosy, he'd get his other ear back. So this is what happened. Karma. Karma. That's karma. Permanent toothache. I don't know. I don't like him, no. Bun dun dun. Take a look. There she is in the flesh. Yes, it is Camilla, the queen consort, in the flesh. Whose flesh is unclear, but in the flesh just the same. As a matter of fact, the carbon date of the flesh would probably take us back to the Jurassic period, but there she is in the flesh and lots of it. Matter of fact, well, anyway, let me stop. But yeah, Camilla was in Ireland, Northern Ireland. You can see that little symbol behind her head there. And boy, I tell you, she's getting away with everything. She can't stop smiling. She cannot stop smiling. I can't help but think that she's trolling somebody. But who could she possibly troll? Well, if I had to guess who she's trolling, take a look at that accessory that she's wearing on her coat dress. I guess that's a coat dress. But take a look at the little brooch on her coat dress. If you ask me, I think she's trolling Kate Middleton. I think that she and Charles have been trolling Will and Kate ever since the day they announced that surgery. I mean, take a look at that. Doesn't it look very similar to the engagement ring? Now, out of all the pieces that she could have worn, she reached into Queen Elizabeth's jewelry case and pulled out that sapphire and diamond brooch. Huh. Yep. I think she's trolling. She is trolling. That's the same thing she was doing when Charles was in hospital. See, I'm learning hospital. There's no just in hospital. And she kept running in and out and would not let them notice that, actually, she made people notice that William never came back. So I don't think most people would have noticed. Rachel Marara, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much. And you know what, guys? That is Queen Mary of Denmark. I just want to give it to her. Queen Mary is sharp. I don't care if you don't like her or not, but that is a very, very nice outfit she's wearing. She's got the very neutral gray from head to toe and the milky gray stilettos. Quite the look. But then again, she always can put things together. This is who Kate pretends to be. Remember how they sent Kate over to Denmark and they still don't know why she's there? Well, yeah, that was Queen Mary that she went to visit. Yes, she's no longer Crown Princess Mary. She's Queen Mary now. Remember, the old lady stepped down, so now she's Queen Mary. Yes, she does have style. I saw her step out of that car. I'm like, you go, girl. You go, girl. But yeah, she always knows how to put it together. Okay. Let me see. Am I almost done? I can't believe it. Looks like this is going by very fast. Let me see. Let me see. Get in the car. Charles, she won't get in the car. What am I going to do? Oh, yes, I am almost done, you guys. Let me see. An hour and a half. Not bad. Not bad. Now this will haunt your dreams. You know, I think somebody at Talk TV has it in for Kinsey Schofield. I really do. Somebody at Talk TV does not like Kinsey Schofield. She doesn't always have that face. She does most of the time, but I mean to tell you, how many times will they find the worst possible angle of her and put that on their thumbnails? I mean, Tammy Faye Baker, eat your heart out. They find the most frightening, the most jarring image that they can find, and that is what they put on their thumbnails. And I promise you, most of the time, I do not watch the videos. I'm just fascinated by the thumbnails. Whatever I'm doing, I have to just stop and look. Hello, Russell Myers. Russell Myers' ears with Kate. Thank you, Amber Rowan. So that's what it is. Russell Myers' other ears with Kate Middleton. Where's Russell Myers' ear and where is Kate Middleton? If you find one, you'll find the other. Thank you very much for that. And I got another little soundbite for you. This, of course, is Johnny Mercer. Sounds like a jazz musician, right? Johnny Mercer. To bring it here would be a dream come true. Veterans Minister Johnny Mercer, a former Team UK vice captain, Michelle Turner, spoke to BBC Breakfast about a bid to host the Invictus Games in Birmingham in 2027. Okay. So apparently, I mean, I thought this was settled, but anyway, let me play the soundbite for you. I thought this was settled.
These big events you bid for, you're going to have to make that calculation, right? But the benefits of this are so transformative, and you really have to go to the games like we did in Düsseldorf and elsewhere to see that real power of recovery. And in terms of how much we spend on veterans and veterans recovery, I mean, you know, the country spends sort of £6.5 billion a year on compensation and pensions and veterans care. Veterans care genuinely has sort of transformed over the last 4 or 5 years. So for me, this is the kind of, this is the kind of centerpiece of a real festival of global recovery that, you know, the Americans and Australians will come to. And, you know, we're in a great position to lead that now.
But whose call is it? Who gets the event? So how does
the
this work in
Invictus Games
practice?
Foundation, yeah. So I mean, it's a bidding process. It's a competitive bid process, and Washington are in for it as well. And, but we're going to put a good bid together and try and make it as easy as possible for the deciders.
How much does it matter for it to be at home?
It would be incredible. You cannot explain what it's like to be at a games, and the competition between the countries is fierce, but equally the camaraderie is incredible. And you watch that magic of people stopping at the finish line to let somebody else through because they know what that medal will mean.
Is there that thing though? You know, when it's your home games, that like when you've been to Düsseldorf, you've been to Toronto, so you'd have felt the Canadians, the Germans, they get that little bit of an extra cheer and
Team
a push.
UK always have the best supporters. We're loud, so to bring it here would be a dream come true.
All of these big events you bid.
Okay, so there you go. They still want those Invictus games. You know, I don't want them over there. I really don't. But I know Harry wants to share England with his children, and he should not be excluded from that. Yeah, I don't think they should be excluded from that. But it's interesting that they just keep trying. They just keep trying. She is adorable. I don't. What is her name? Michelle Turner. She is absolutely adorable. Look at those cheeks. She's very pretty. Okay. Let's see. Unless the UK has put in the proposal bid later by February 20th, 2023, they are not eligible. Source Invictus Games Foundation. Yeah, that's why I was surprised to see this today. I was very surprised to see this, but unless something has changed, I don't think it's possible. But yeah, they seem to not want to let it go, but whatever. That I'll leave that to the people that that are in charge of this stuff. Let me see here. TC, thank you so much for the Cash App. I won't say the name, of course, but thank you very much for the Cash App, and thank you so much for being here. And oh yes, and by the way, I had some sources that were able to smuggle these images. And it turns out that wherever Kate is hiding, she is somewhere practicing, her whole Princess of Wales things, talking with her hands and throwing her head back and laughing. She's somewhere right now practicing in anticipation of her return after Easter. So wherever she's holed up, trust me, she is doing everything she can to prepare herself to engage with the public again. So be prepared. There's going to be a lot of hand jiving and hand jazzing, and of course laughing and those weird glances and such. So she may look a little different. She may look a little different, but she'll be back. She will be back. So, okay, you guys, I am done. Thank you so much. I cannot believe that is over with that fast, but it is. That was almost 40 slides. Wow. I wonder how that went so fast. Let me see here. Did they say the F word? I don't think so. At least I hope not. Paula Girl says they need to make the UK government publicly guarantee Prince Harry and Meghan safety, or they are not serious. Period. Exactly. If they don't ensure their safety, then they're just not serious. Yep. Say it like you mean it. If you don't ensure their safety, then you're not serious. Okay, well, in that case, you guys, I am done. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Mod Squad, for keeping this space safe. Cheers to Gargamel. I love that picture. That's my new favorite thing. Tom Bauer, Gargamel. Tom the Gargamel Bauer. Charles, she won't get in the car. Get in the car. Charles, she won't get in the car. What am I going to do? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Aha. Put the mod squad up. Now, that's a nice way to end things. Goodbye, squaddies. Don't forget to watch and pray. Until next meeting in Sussex World. Thank you, Sussex Love. That was lovely. Anna Boyd, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Hello, Senior Royal here. Hello, Senior Royal. Hello, Senior Royal here. Okay, whenever you see our queens, it is time to go, and you know what I mean. All right. Well, thank you. Love you guys. I will see you next time. And I don't know. I think I'm in the mood for Once Upon a Time. That's it. We'll end with Once Upon a Time. Cannot believe we're out of here in an hour and a half. Good night, Connie Balmer. Good night, Connie Balmer. And good night, Mystic Toxin Kids. Let me see who else. Yeah, good night, everyone. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems like we get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night, everybody.